Who is Nana of Itsekiri? Nana of Itsekiri was a slave master. The Itsekiri people and the history of the Niger Delta people can never forget who is Nana of Itsekiri. Some people call him Nana Olomu of Itsekiri. He wanted to style himself to become the king of the Itekiris. But what happened was that Itekiri man can never become a king. They were slaves. They can never become kings. Now, Nana of Itekiri is somebody that was born in 1852 and he died in 1916. But whatever the case may be, he caused a lot of atrocities. He was the man responsible as a middleman, slave master that sold majority and large numbers of Itekiri people into slavery. That is why Itekiri, they are now micro tribe. When I say micro tribe, let us not, expatiate it in a very complicated language. Now make Itekiri people not many. Nana of Itekiri, now be the man when he betray Itekiri people, sell Itekiri people to Potokri, the Portuguese. He stood as a middleman because sell a lot of Itekiri people into slavery. That is why many Americans today, last year, a lot of black people, niggas, they came from America to the Benin Empire. That is the Benin Kingdom in Benin, Benin City, Edo State, that they were tracing their homes, that they were told they come from the Benin Kingdom. Look at it. You are not Benin, you are not from Benin. Many of the slaves, they are from Itekiri and some other tribes. But majority of them, they are from Itekiri. Because Nana of Itekiri, now somebody when he stand, they sell Itekiri people into slavery. Sometimes when I remember this, like I should cry for waiting Nana of Itekiri due to Itekiri people. That make Itekiri people not many today. How many local governments will be? Just 2 local governments. Now even manage those 2 local governments. Other tribes, they are mixed up with it. Ijo, the Urobos. It's Nana of Itekiri that did this harm to Itekiri people. But whatever the case may be, whatever you do today, you are ever destined to meet whatever wickedness you do. Whosoever killed by sword will be killed by sword. So Nana of Itekiri, who was born in the 1852 and lasted up to 1916, after he just sell many Itekiri people into slavery to the Portuguese, that is the Portuguese, was later captured, disgraced, because he wanted to style himself like a king to the Itekiri people. He was even building a palace because just like, when you succeed to oppress others in those days, then they will call you king, conqueror, because you are now a king. But when he was caught, he felt he could fight the war, but he could not fight the war. He was defeated, disgraced, naked, and paraded all through Itsekiri land, Itsekiri waterside. And later, he was, taken into captivity. Because the Itsekiri people can never become king. And he decided to pronounce himself as a king. He was not taken into slavery captivity. And he was taken to Gold Coast. Now, know where they call Gold Coast? Gold Coast. That they call Ghana now. He was sold there. First class slave. An Itsekiri man, when he called himself, say he be king to them, wanted to style himself as a king. He was captured, paraded naked, and he was taken to Gold Coast as a slave. He spent nearly all his life there. Then after which, he was released to come back to the water side, to Cocoa, to come and tell his people what slavery means, because he does serve as a slave. That is why Nana of Itsekiri, he respected Yoruba people throughout a lifetime. Now there you can know say Itsekiri people, when they sell as slave, they go to Portuguese. Was not a good thing, because himself was made to know and taste what it means to be a slave. So he served just Ghana people here, Ghana for Africa here. Now in Nana of Itsekiri served as a slave. Somebody when it is say he don't become king to Itsekiri people. He was not a slave to Gold Coast people. He was not a slave. And he respected when he was later released during the emancipation of slaves back to Itsekiri water river area. He always pay homage to Yoruba people. So Nana of Itsekiri is never a blessing to Itsekiris. He was like a betrayer to the Itsekiri people. He sold many Itsekiri people into slavery. Nana of Itsekiri is the man that make Itsekiri people not too many today. Now he made them not many. Now he made them very few. Now he made them become micro tribe. Nana of Itsekiri. Now Itsekiri man know, but now enemy to Itsekiri. But many Itsekiri people don't know. How you go sell your own brothers? How you go betray your own Itsekiri people? Does it mean that if Itsekiri people are slave during Benin Kingdom, when Urobo, Isoko, Esako, Aushi, Ijo, Edo get together, if we don't be slave, after na manage escape, how come Nana of Itsekiri? Na Itsekiri person who betray Itsekiri people. It's a pain. But what makes me happy is that he tasted what it means to become a slave, what they call capture and make him a slave to Gold Coast, which is Ghana of today. You see, before I can come back, die miserably in Cocoa Land. I want to say here that the Itsekiri should be very grateful to the Yoruba people for accommodating the Itsekiri people, for welcoming back the Nana Olomu of Itsekiri, for having the good heart to feel accommodate her, because he was a wicked person. Not many Itsekiri people when he betray, sell, throw away. Not many Itsekiri people when he die for no reason. They died. Nana of Itsekiri was a wicked man. He didn't even ask his ancestors why Itsekiri man can never become a king. Why be say na Benin na he go send king to go colonize Itsekiri people? He not ask. If you not be, you cannot be. Fake is fake. Original is original. Nana Itsekiri wanted to make himself like a fake king. How can Itsekiri man become a king? It's not possible. You not read history. Why Ginuwa, son of Oba Olua? Do you know the meaning of Olua? Olua means family in Isoko language. Olua was purely the Isoko gate of Udo children. Olua means family. Olua, go and ask any Isoko person. They will tell you, Olua. Olua means family. Olua Ogenero. Olua Aviyeze. Olua Ogenero Bo. Olua Obodoko. Olua means family. The king that was ruling at that time was an Isoko man because it was rotating. But the Itekiris were slaves. You can never become king. What is your problem? How can you just style yourself because you were a middleman to Portuguese and you wanted to become a king? But because of power abuse, you sold a lot of Itsekiri people into slavery. And today, how many are the Itekiris? Very scanty numbers. Scanty numbers. But instead of you to tell the offspring, the children of Itsekiri, the truth, you are not telling them. You are even telling them that the Urobo, who are their masters, people that saved them, accommodated your forefathers, you are calling them slaves. And this history have been kept in the archive. This is why I have to come out to tell the Itsekiri people and the Itsekiri youth. I will call you youths because as at the time of this history, you don't know what was happening. Because my father, my great-grandfather was an emperor, and I have these histories in the archive. I have to bring out this history to you people. Do not be deceived. The Itekiris were the slaves in the Benin Kingdom. And that was why when Nana Olomu of Itsekiri wanted to style himself as a king, he was captured, taken into slavery to Gold Coast before Oba Olua, son Ginuwa, was sent to go and colonize the Itsekiris. You need to know this history and give much respect to the Urobos and the Isoko people. I will come in another service to let you know what the history looked like and how the Itsekiris were based in the Ogbese area close to Okeluse within the Olumoye River area. You need to know your history. The history is very clear. The Itsekiris, please calm down, appreciate the Urobos, appreciate the Ijos, and appreciate the Isokos. I will tell you how Ginuwa, the son of Oba Olua, came to the Riverine area, went to Ijala in Ijo to marry a wife, later turned back to colonize the Itsekiri people because these were our servants in the Benin Kingdom. Thank you very much. If you have another version of the history, I always tell you, come out with the history, because I've told you that this is the time that the Nana Olomu of Itsekiri was born, and this is the time he died, and this is how he was selling the Itsekiri people into slavery, and this is how he was captured, paraded, naked, and the whole Itsekiri people were disappointed over him. Please come with your version always. Don't abuse. Feel well, feel okay, to let us know the good history of our people. But our history will never die. Thank you. I give you chance to give your own part of the history. I will continue to compile all together. Thank you very much. You are all welcome. See you in the next edition, and we have to reason together from here. Don't fail to drop your comments. Don't fail to follow. Share this history to our Robo brothers, our Bini people, and our Esan people, Esako, Aushi, Ijo, and let us put our comments here so that we can move forward. Thank you very much. See you in the next edition. Bye for now.